Folks, welcome in on Trainwreck today. We are at the tail end of the week. It's time to get ready for the weekend. Slick got a jump start down to South Beach, so we'll check in with him. We have more predictions with convictions. We got to get some punishments of this all cleared up, and it is the debut of the Conspiracy Corner. Let's go.
We all need a place where we can be ourselves, somewhere you can leave all your worries on the shelf, and whether you win or lose, you can count on me, and I can count on you. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. This train never stops. You know this train never stops. You know this train never stops.
Folks, welcome on in today. We are live in Hamburg, New York, here at the Bruckman Studios for Trainwreck today. It is the definition of a feel-good Friday. As a matter of fact, Slicks felt so good, he just jetted down to South Beach. Donnie decided to get a little head start on the weekend.
Show that empty chair. Where is he?
Can we forward? Yeah, there he is.
He's gone. He left us. Oh, wait, who's this? Oh, there he is. He's with us. He's with us.
I'm here.
So give us the lowdown. Last night you got in. What happened? Any update there? What's going on in South Beach?
Bro, took the
Fort Lauderdale
train.
right now.
Yep, took the train out to Lodi and got in with Kroom, got to the spot, took it easy, and then went to Elbow Room and accommodated myself. Found some fellow Bills fans already flooding down to the beach of Fort Lauderdale, so the Mafia takeover already commencing for sure.
That's what I've been hearing. My dad was in the airport yesterday. He was saying it was packed to the gills. I saw some IG stories this morning. Buffalo Airport mob scene. The invasion's already begun.
Oh, yeah, big time. The party was started last night. We didn't go too crazy, but a big day ahead. I think Kroom and John are going golfing at wherever Jordan Poyer belongs to, country club-wise. I'm going to hit the
Wait, are they going with Poyer or are they going like on his
they're
invite?
they're not going with Jordan. He's got other things to attend to, I believe.
Very fair, very fair. Well, time to get into it, obviously. Friday positivity, Slick starting it in South Beach. Someone who didn't start at all was the Sabres last night, Don.
Yeah, Friday positivity. It's hard to be positive.
Sales.
Yeah, hard to be positive about that performance. Between that and Thursday night, I was just like, should I just turn the TV off and put on a movie, which I did end up doing. But yeah, man, getting shut out by the Blues, they stink. So I don't know what's going on.
You made a very shagadelic choice with the cinema from what you said. But yeah, between getting shut out by the St. Louis Blues and watching the Denver Broncos, who I think we were all rooting for because we want the Kansas City Chiefs to be, a bigger division gap there, making it as tough as possible. And probably was that the most boring game in the NFL this season?
I think so. And it seems like people were tweeting like investigate Bo Nix like as a joke, but by the third quarter, it's like, what is going on?
Watching him play, and they say it like I'm not making a revolutionary point. It's almost like if he's not running, rolling out, or something, he's just absolutely like average to below average. It's his running and then making throws on the run. I think that kind of separates him a little bit. But it was just like, this is a 7-2 team. You look at the Bills at 6-2. Crazy.
Yeah, you have that. And then, I mean, these are both intertwined happening at the same time. Click, we go over, and UPL lets in 2 early in the first period again. One of them's a shorty. We won't blame the shorty.
One in the first period, one early second. But yes, the messaging is the same. Like, they're early bad goals. Like, yeah, I guess it's like a UPL make a save on the first period one. The second period one, even I couldn't defend as a UPL like loyalist, as like a UPL worshiper, truthfully. But yeah, you have to face facts. I mean, you got to make a stop on that second one. It's just funny to me that you lose a game 2-0, or 3-0 with the empty netter, versus a team that played the night before. Like, no offense, like a brick wall wasn't getting 2 points last night.
Yeah. I mean, and Tage throws the best hit of his season on his own guy. I've watched that clip 100 times. I have no idea what he was thinking.
He kind of Rosenthaled him. Did you see him like look back at him when it happened? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, like
dude?
it looked like again, and they're on offense, but he's skating backwards and hip checks his own guy. What happened?
Yeah,
like, did you see this?
I mean, you tell me, because it looked like he was kind of backing up to the board so that Jack Quinn could go in. And then Jack Quinn actually thought it was like setting a pick and tried to go behind him. And yeah, it was literally the Karuba collision of our own players.
Yeah. Let me try to pull this up. Slick, did you see this?
Yeah, it was a little interesting debacle there. The whole game pretty much shit show. That summed it up, the whole game last night, for sure.
Here we go. Yeah, our friends at Charging Buffalo, they got it. There we go. I knew they'd have our backs.
When you go in as minus 140 favorites and get shut out, it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, the Blues played the night before. The goalie had a goals against average of 5. I've like never seen that. 5.
That's some number.
Like, that should be you're
crazy.
Pounding it. You're going nuts. Now they did have a great start out of the second intermission.
Right side entry.
So here,
Yeah.
Yo, we have a special guest on Trainwreck today.
What's up?
Checking in.
He's getting ready to hit the golf course.
Get ready to hit the golf course. A certain safety that we all love got us on a private
Oh,
golf.
there we go. I
love to hear that.
Mr. Game Day himself.
Inside info.
Mr. Game Day himself. What's the goal out on the course today between you and Kroom? What are we trying to go under?
The sun, I guess, is what Kroom said. We're
The
just trying
sun
to be
is
underneath the sun.
undefeated.
We're trying to be underneath the sun.
Bills Mafia was a little worried. Is it sunny today? There's a little worried about some cloudiness.
You're going to be sweaty. You're going to be sweaty. Don't worry.
It's Florida. It rains every day.
It's Florida. It's a little.
I think we got like a shower coming in around like 1, but it's just very brief. The humidity stays though. It's definitely.
I was at our tailgate lot about an hour and a half ago there at Hard Rock, and it's hot, so don't worry. It's
All right. I love that. Well, hit them straight, boys. Have a great day out at the course.
Yeah, I think we're going to break the course record.
Yeah,
probably.
for sure.
It's a nice little Robert Trent Jones design, so should be a little.
Not an RTJ.
For score or beers drank? Which record are we going after?
Yeah.
Parlay.
For every beer we drink, the score goes down.
It'll work together.
There you go.
I love that parlay.
You ever hear of gimme sticks? So when you drink as many beers as you can, and however long the beers are stacked together,
You get that, gimme stick?
any
Yeah.
putt that's inside of that is a give me.
There's some of
I
these
like
tournaments where every
I like
beer
that.
you drink is another like minus. So like you can either like you can be like 10 under and have 40 beers and you're 50 under. So we might do that today.
Sounds like one of those charity like events or one of those tournaments where a bunch of shlomos shoot like a 48 over 18 holes.
Yeah, I mean we're talking. This is the only way I'm ever getting close to sniffing pars if I can count my beers towards that. So
Very true. Very true. All right. Well, thanks,
We're going
John.
to Miami on Sunday. There's still tickets available. We have game tickets plus tailgate tickets, $180 all in. Like upper deck game ticket plus tailgate all in. Get it now. GameDayBuffalo.com.
Okay.
Get
You
it
heard
now,
there,
y'all.
folks.
All right, boys.
Taking care of business.
One
it's
question. One
Buffalo to
quick
take care of. Wait, what do we got?
One quick question. I don't know where I saw it, but you have the picture of Josh drinking a little bad from the softball tournament.
Yeah, it's right over on our set here. Hold on.
How did you get that? Did I
Some
give it to you?
woman on Facebook Marketplace said she was selling it. It's massive.
Are you being like dead ass serious?
Yes, 100%.
Zach's-
And you want to know the craziest
He's addicted
thing?
to Facebook
it's my
Marketplace.
picture,
We're
that's
not
why I'm asking.
lying.
Oh, that's
You can't see it with the current camera,
Oh,
but
it's
there
signed
is like, did you sign
even
this?
know.
There's like a J signature on this.
That's Josh.
I mean, there's no way she sold me a Josh Allen signed
Listen
thing
to
for
me.
$25.
Are you guys fucking with me?
Bro, what do you think? You think I'm doing this as a joke?
I'm just saying that's my photo.
I 100% knew this was your photo for sure, but I figured she bought the print from you.
I didn't sell it to anybody. That's why I'm losing my mind right now.
Yeah, dude. Well, this is actually a mystery. I'll message her and figure it out then. But yeah.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you pregame in your photography studio for a few years. You have a few too many drinks and you don't know who you give things to.
Yes, Kroom was lit that day. Kroom was putting me on that day though, so that was big. That was big. That was basically my introduction to Kroom.
Does it look like Josh's signature?
Dude, it doesn't look like Josh's exact one, but
Okay, so look at
but the J is similar.
Up now. And I gave one of them to Josh, and I signed it to Josh.
Oh, the mystery deepens.
All right, we're gonna solve this.
All right.
Yeah, we'll adjust this.
So Josh put this on the marketplace? What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
Okay, listen, they're going to take care of business on the golf course. Huge shout out to them for popping in.
All right.
Bill's taking care of business on the green field to this weekend. It's going to be a little easier with James Cook ready to go, Don.
Yeah, he goes on the Up and Adams with Kay Adams show yesterday, and he reiterates twice, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be out there. So if he's a man of his word now, fellas, had a couple instances with some players not being men of their word to us.
Yeah.
We don't want to revisit that, but I'm trusting that he's a man of his word on
Has
Kay
anybody
Adams show.
ever said they're going to play and then they didn't play because of injury like that? I mean, I'm sure
it's happened. Like they don't
but
get
I can't
cleared.
remember in modern history, like someone going on McAfee saying they were going to play and then they didn't. Someone going on a Kay Adams show saying they were going to play and they didn't. Like it would be embarrassing.
Yeah, in modern media.
I
Yeah,
feel like
no
Kevin
way.
Durant's pulled some shit like that.
Kevin Durant will do anything for a laugh. He's like trolling is the greatest championship to Kevin Durant.
Is Kay Adams his girl too? Is he the one that's always on Kay Adams, like kind of flirting it up? Or am I thinking of someone else?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit there.
Yeah. He
Okay.
Durant
that's what I thought.
flirts with Kay Adams.
He's like, you'll
Big
come to
time.
my game in Houston. Yeah.
Yeah, and they tweet back and forth.
We'll go get barbecue after the game.
Guys, Kay Adams is just having friendly relationships to network her show. Okay, so don't make it anything more than that. Speaking of relationships not going well, YouTube, TV, and Disney contract dispute marches on, and this is getting ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I went on record. Remember when we talked about the streaming thing with our good friend Abigail? I was like, oh yeah, I get YouTube TV come the fall because I can get everything. And then after March Madness, I cancel it. And now can't get everything. Anything ESPN involved. And the crazy thing is you can't watch like Monday Night Football on ESPN Plus. So I'm just completely blacked out come Monday night.
What else is new?
And
with that noted, like this all kind of works in conjunction. Like ESPN is putting like you've seen the full court press, right? Like they're doing the announcements on all the shows. They're having everyone do on all their socials. Like write your like YouTube TV people to like get us back on there or whatever. Like they're not budging.
Yeah, and it's made awkward because like we noticed, like Pat McAfee's just streaming his show from his own page now, so people can see it. That undercuts thing. But I did see like the numbers are damning that. And on top of that too, ESPN Bet is gone. Like
there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on at ESPN right now. Like I'm not the one. Like this is not a new one. It's not good.
Yeah,
there's a lot of not good going on at ESPN.
The saga of how they. So again, if you remember, Penn leaves Barstool. They
sell Barstool back to Warner for $1 so they can get out of that deal, and then they go with ESPN, which seems like a slam dunk because you're in like the network of all networks. The thing that ESPN learned is that at this point, every single person or every single betting thing is just so far behind DraftKings, FanDuel, and the fanatics of it all, and that nobody can like catch up with them because they're all putting so much money into the advertising and keeping it omnipresent. Now that's where the predictive markets of it all have started to come in, obviously, right? Like you see ours with Polymarket and more, but I mean, the fact that ESPN got owned in like the gambling sphere is like crazy, low key.
And then now, awkwardly enough, they're partnered with DraftKings, who Barstool is also partnered
Yes.
with. So that's funny. I'm going to give a shout out to Fanatics. I think they're doing the new model where the book is intertwined with like their merch.
Yes.
So like where if
that's where Fanatics
you get their fan cash and you can use that to buy merch and stuff and build up points that can be used across the board.
Yeah, that's where Fanatics, like their ability to compete will be the fact that they're a one-stop shop. They're already in the fan pages, the fan merch and everything like that, and you can just go bet on them. Yeah, the other ones, it's a challenge for sure. And I mean, you see ESPN get owned. Now, I want to talk about ESPN getting owned some more, though. And this does relate to the overall thing because you have Stephen A. Smith, who is no doubt like the top contract
my God,
at ESPN, right?
Yeah.
My boy.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I open up the timeline 2 days ago. This dude's pitching a solitaire app, like with like sketchy foundations and backgrounds. I'm like looking into this. Like there's a lot. Then you got the Mina Kimes and them all like responding and hashtagging ad, which is basically what you do when you're worried that like you could get sued or like something like that. Like that's basically your way of saying allegedly. Like this is all a mess. Stephen A. Smith's making like $40 million a year. Does he need this?
Yeah, no, it's weird. And especially the commercial, like the AI commercial they made where he's like, solitaire's not distracting me from the game. The game's distracting me from playing solitaire.
And if you remember this incident, if you remember the incident specifically,
yeah.
He got owned so bad.
It's like to talk about how he reacted in the wake of it all.
So correct me if I'm wrong, it came out and then he was like, oh, you guys are dummies. Like this is like during a timeourl.
Yes, in real time. I think he said it was halftime or something like that. And then that second angle came out where someone like literally had him and then like panned to the court and like the action was ongoing.
Yeah,
you could see someone bringing the ball up like in the background, and he's on the solitaire app.
Like so, for him to be able to profit off this,
crazy.
Like I hate to say it. Like, because now I sound like a curmudgeon-y old like man yelling at the cloud. Like, this is everything wrong with today's society. Like, this guy should be punished because he was watching like solitaire at like a NBA Finals game in a media allotted seat. Instead, he gets to profit. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, he's had plenty of accusations about like not watching games and pretty much getting on TV and having wild takes.
Remember when he was talking about Hunter Henry on the Chargers like a year and a half after they got rid of him?
Yeah.
He always goes and steps so far out of bounds with like, and even some of his takes this year about other. Listen, he clearly moves the needle. He's doing more shit than ever. It just seems like you really needed another thing. And you needed another thing with like the sketchiest backgrounds ever. Like people are writing articles on how bad this is.
Yeah.
You want to talk about like Terry Rozier making $250 million in his NBA career and taking an illegal side bet for $200,000. Like Stephen A's making $40 million a year. You don't need a solitaire endorsement, man. Like what do you like? This is the sketchiest shit ever. And you got owned when you came out. Like we were just saying, you got owned, and now you're profiting off of it for what?
So we'll see. But ESPN, that's a little mess again. Probably a champagne problem of a mess that you're the worldwide leader in sports and such a mess. But
yeah.
Oh, well, we'll see. Speaking of a quote unquote mess, Don, push it back again. GTA 6.
Yeah. I mean, I love GTA. I love Rockstar. Obviously, I've, you've watched me play Cowboy Dreamboat does Red Dead Redemption, trying to bring that back soon now that I got some time off after the gigs this weekend. But yeah, so they pushed, it was supposed to be out now, like this fall, and they push it back to May, and then they push it back now all the way till November 16th, I think, 2026. And I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back again. I mean, a lot of question marks. They've done this before.
Live odds, this comes out in 2026. It cannot be like better than plus 250.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say plus 200. But
like when you delay this far in advance, like you just know it's a shit show. Like you know you have a lot to do. So that's why you're delaying so far in advance. I think the best case they're like spring 2027.
Yeah, I'm not in the inside with the gaming world. There's been a lot of whisperings about like firing developers and shorting staff, not having as many people hired as before. Carson, Sabres will make the playoffs before GTA releases. I hope so. I mean, that might be a Trainwreck tracker in itself, which comes first. But I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not holding my breath. I mean, this 5 made. We looked it up earlier. What, $8.6 billion?
How is that? How of one game?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's what the article I read.
Like, dude, I remember in my day, and I know we're in the world of the downloadable add-ons and everything like that. When Halo 2 sold like 3 million copies, and they were popping out at $50 per, it was like incomprehensible that a business could just make like 150 to 200 million in like a beat like that. Now you're telling me they make 8 billion off of GTA 5?
Yeah, I'm guessing downloadable content. Now you don't need the hardware for a game. You can just download it directly and download the packs and stuff and all this.
They have new updates and ways to make money in GTA 5 almost every month, like new organized crime results. They did a package with Dr. Dre about 2 years ago, brought in a whole new catalog of music and stuff like that. So they're really doing the most with GTA 5 and like getting every little last drop out of that soaking wet towel.
Squeezing it. With that said, they are definitely squeezing it. We're squeezing as we move on. I guess we have, stay tuned later in the show. I had a little fumble there. We will have our pop culture check-in with our correspondents. We'll be talking Grammys and more. But, is there something ringing? No, it's not time for a call. It's not time for a message. It is time for FaceTime.
Who do we got? Oh my
is.
God. We had almost 2 guests. Dana White. How you doing, man?
What's up, gentlemen? Great to be here.
Thanks for taking the time, Dana. How are we looking? So, fall of 25, and how are we looking to finish the year out strong?
Yeah, UFC 311 coming up next weekend. Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena at Madison Square Garden. And I'll tell you what, I just got off the phone with people at the White House. This card is happening 2026. Mark my word, book it.
Oh my God!
What would a parlay,
White House card.
What would a parlay of the UFC 26 event and GTA in 26 be? But Dana, obviously, a lot of talk. You're always a man who's never a stranger to controversy. Is there any current scandal or any issue that you're dealing with right now that's particularly grinding your gears?
Yeah, well, I've been on the phone with the FBI all week talking about this Isaac Delgarian guy. I didn't even really know this bloke. He said he was going to kill him when we had the sus activity beforehand. So we fired his ass right after he got choked out in the first round. I've been on the phone with Cash Patel all week. All these reports about 100 other fights being under investigation are fucking bullshit. Don't read into them. They're not in my company. We got rid of the sole perpetrator, and that'll never happen again in my organization.
Yeah, and speaking of your organization, you guys do pretty well. You've grown from an obscure sport to just a complete giant. You got celebrities coming, obviously raking in a lot of money. What do you say to the people that say you're kind of, shortchanging some of these newer guys?
Well, I don't think they know shit about UFC contractual obligations. So the fact that they can speak on this is utterly fucking bullshit when they don't know a single damn thing about what these guys are getting and what they go through. My fighters are very well taken care of. They know that. None of them speak out. Go and ask them yourself if you want to investigate the cruelty that I lay upon these newcomers.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that, Dana. Let's talk about something fun. You always have great, celebrity figures ringside. If you had 5 ringside seats to give away, let's say you got your own seat and then 5 more, who are the VIPs you would hook up with those ringside seats?
Obviously a couple are reserved. We got Theo Von. He comes before basically every other casual fan. He's there front row before the fights. Got to save one for the president. My guy Mark Zuckerberg's been training MMA too. He might bring his buddy Elon. And then, Kid Rock tends to come to some of these. I'd probably save that for my buddy there. So
Kid Rock is absolutely the third dragon head out of all of those, where it's like just the goofy, like nonsensical, like absolutely. Well,
wait, I got one more for you, Dana.
Yeah,
How's
sure.
how's the Power Slap League going?
I was just going to plug the Power Slap League. We're doing trillions of views, raking in billions of dollars. It's the fastest growing sport in the United States. Our video game numbers are crazy. Our
Power Slap video.
Our streaming numbers are doing better than the NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLB combined. Look it up. Do the research. Power Slap still going strong. We had Hollywood Haley J joining us recently. So,
Dana, before we let you go, we had our buddy Elliot on the show. He's actually out of town today, but he actually is owed a couple punishments. We were talking about what if me and Don just got to lay a power slap on him? You think that might be a good liaison build out of the sport?
Yeah, we could look into it. I was looking at bringing an event to Buffalo, so maybe one of the casinos. So yeah, we'll get him and we'll throw him a beating if you guys need to.
All right, love it. Thank you. Thank you, Dana, for calling in for sure. Appreciate that.
Boys.
All right, we got our next one up. Oh, look who's giving us a ring, Brandon Dean. So Brandon, obviously, interesting week. You caught a lot of flack for the trade deadline and everything, but it takes two to tango, you said.
Yeah, all these fantasy GMs, all these Madden GMs, all these guys that learned to make deals, on their cell phones, just taking their buddy's girlfriend that knows nothing about football to the cleaners. They think you can trade Jonathan Taylor for nothing. I don't know what these people think. I don't know what they want. You can't just go into the store and rob everything. That's not how the real world works, guys.
Brandon, what do you think about these people that say you may have not earned your sunglasses that you're wearing at the moment?
Listen, I have my sunglasses on all the time, and you know why? Because the future is bright, and that's why I'm keeping my picks. I believe in the future always. We're never stopping building. The time is now, but we're also looking ahead and looking towards that parade. And listen, when it's all said and done, y'all will know what's up.
I mean, you're kind of you do press conferences every so often, Brandon, but you're not out there all the time. Do you think any aspect of you gets misunderstood? And what's maybe the most misunderstood about you?
Yeah, I mean, people think I'm just this guy that is, only comes on to yell on the radio or accuse people of being fantasy owners. So I'm an emotional guy. I'm a competitive guy. That's who I am. And sometimes that leaks out in the public, but you don't see the nights where, we're locked in, we're grinding the nights up till 4 a.m. that got us to this point. So, like I said before, I'll say again, quit bitching.
Speaking of being up till 4 a.m., big weekend in South Beach. Got any plans before the game?
No, I'm just going to be pretty much walking in, seeing where I can move some money around, seeing who's up next for a contract, seeing who deserves it. So message to the players, hey, listen, people want more wide receivers in here, and I want to give someone a bag. So give me a reason to.
I was just going to say, I did give you a bag at training camp, so looking forward to whoever you give the bag to next.
Thank you, Brandon, for checking in with us on the FaceTime Friday.
Thank you, guys.
All righty. Who's our next guest here?
Whoa, Lindy, how we doing?
Up,
how we
coach?
Doing?
Doing well, guys. Thanks for having me. Let's keep this quick. Got to get back to practice.
Yeah, so lots of overtime losses, shutout last night. People are saying, including our guy, I'm gonna pull up a quote from our guy, Steve Noble, a fan. I think we have had enough of a UPL sample size to realize it's an extremely inconsistent scenario with him. It's time for Ellis or Levi to have an opportunity. Any comment on that? It's particularly the Levi thing.
Well, listen, I respect Stefan Noble. I appreciate him sharing that with us. But let me tell you something. The second you start letting fans make the roster decisions, that's when you've lost the room. And I refuse to lose KeyBank Center. I refuse to lose HBC Arena, where I made a massive legacy, and I will not let that be overwritten by some of these guys. People criticized us last year that we didn't play a full 60 minutes. Now we're playing into overtime, which is more than 60 minutes, and we're still getting criticism. So we're going to keep on working and making the room better. We're going to muffle the outside noise for now.
Well, Lindy, I think the criticism's fair. You guys are getting through the 60 minutes. You're getting a point seemingly every night, but you guys just can't seem to finish in 3-on-3 hockey. What does it take to turn that around?
Yeah, I saw a tweeter yesterday say the last 10 games were on a 115-point pace. I don't know if did someone file the complaint department with that? Listen, you're going to have a one bad game in an 82-game stretch. Should we have dropped one to St. Louis the night after they just played and got doused 5-1? Absolutely not. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't have gone down like that. But if you could control every game, then you would lose the sport itself. So we're going to focus on getting better. And the 3-on-3 hockey of it all, listen, our stars are out there. They just need to start shooting. We need our stars to be shooting stars.
Listen, Wendy, we talked about this earlier. I want to show some game film. What the hell happened here?
Actually, a lot of people are upset by this. A lot of people are upset by this, but this is going to be the film we're going to be looking at probably not for just the next couple of weeks, but for the rest of the season. Let's face it. I always tell these guys, be more physical and use more speed. Both guys are doing that here. Again, this is just another case where they're doing exactly what you guys have asked for. Skate with more speed and be more physical. Oh, you guys find a way to turn that into a negative. No, we're going to embrace the positive and get this train turned around.
Yeah, it seems like Tage might be taking out some frustrations on teammates, but,
I mean, Lindy, I hate to bring it up, but that clip has a lot of people talking with the FBI going after the NBA and the UFC. Could the NHL be next? It's a suspicious play.
I can't help but from your tone, it doesn't sound like you hate to bring it up. It sounds like you're gloriously bringing up this talking point.
No.
Like I said, what I would like to do is get our organization inside the building focused, get us ramped up and get us winning. Bringing in a bunch of federal booty inspectors to look around the building, that's not going to help anything. Okay. Plain and simple.
All right, Lindy. Well, I hope to see you out, soon and buy you a beer like our guy Slick did last time you were out. But I know you're busy with the season, so thanks for your time.
One Buffalo weekend incoming. Sabres, Bills. Let's go, Buffalo. Folks, rocking and rolling into it. Before we get into our predictions and convictions, there's nothing left to predict. We have an official date for Bandito's banner raising night, Don.
Yeah, breaking news. We just got the email while the show was live. Bang, here's our theme nights.
Boom.
For the year, starting off with the banner raising night. Then
no wrestling night.
Oh man, 2 Friday night lights in a row though. Yeah, Marvel Super. This might get interesting where we could use some of this for some punishments.
Yeah, this is good. And the thing I like about it is you got half the schedule from the second half of February on. Again, nothing is a sure thing in Buffalo, New York with the weather, but that at least gives you a shot to maybe be in the 50s, the low 60s come April. So looking forward to it. Bandit season can't get here enough. Georgia Swarm, we're coming for you.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Banditos.
Unfortunately, I lost last week. I put my money on Sam Houston
Friday
State.
Night Lights.
I bet the worst team in college football and potentially one of the worst teams in college football history. And I lost with Sam Houston State. You boys, Slick, you lost as well?
Yeah.
We all lost.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Demon Deacons.
Reverse sweep.
So we have an update on the punishments. Slick is currently down 2 because we should all be doing 1 this week. And then he owes his 1 from before. We are going to get up to date on the punishments next week. We would like if some people would, take a little bit more action in performing their punishment. But if you have to drag a horse to drink some water, that's what we're going to do. So keep an eye out for the punishments next week, Don. We're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to bring the catcher's mask back.
Yeah, there might have to be some. There might just have to be something because fans are getting outraged. I'm getting DMs, emails, a couple sponsors reaching out. They're like, "Hey, does any of this actually matter?" So we're gonna make sure it does, and we're gonna lie down the law with that. I'm excited about that. But I'm excited to get the picks in.
Yeah, I think we need, because we're behind on punishments, and so much so that we need some fresh ideas. We need to sweep this weekend. We need to sweep.
A sweep buys us time. We get caught up next week, and then we play a little catch up, and then we get onto some mustard.
Yeah. So how we're gonna sweep? Slick, start us off. Tell us how we're gonna sweep.
I'm taking the BYU Mormons going into Texas Tech The 7 versus the 8 in the country. BYU's undefeated. I don't really have much reasoning here other than I need a win, and that's 10.5, which feels like a little much to me with this matchup in these rankings. Undefeated team looking to stay so and hopefully cover.
All right, like that. What do we got, Zach? Where we at?
I want to
Mr.
stick with my
Maniac.
Friday night lights. I like the spot for UCF. I'm just a little nervous that WVU beat Houston at home last week by 10, so I hope I don't get a very angry Houston Cougar team, but I'm going to take UCF Knights at home in Florida on Friday. Let's ride the Floridian vibes.
Love
you
it.
could have gone back to Sam Houston. I think they got like 20.5 on them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've tried to hit. It's Sam Houston. You're catching a fallen knife right now.
Yeah.
You know, as we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think it's the spot? Nope, it's not. I'm not trying to catch a falling knife and getting stabbed in the palm again. So we're going with the nerds. That's right. Stanford, 7.5. Nerds.
I actually love this pick. I was looking at this last night. Take that for what it's worth.
And guess who they're playing against?
Oh, no.
Chapel Bill.
Chapel
on
Bill.
the road in UFC. Now, the
Wait,
nerds.
at UNC?
Yeah,
UNC.
yep. In Durham.
Only 7.5. I feel like a lot of people are going to just look at the two teams and be like, duh, UNC. But listen to this. Stanford, they've had a couple sneaky wins. They beat San Jose State by 1, and they beat Florida State.
Yep.
In a
Vegas
huge
doesn't
upset.
know where to value Chapel Bill right now. That's just plain.
Yeah,
and simple.
so I think Stanford wins this outright. I'm taking the 7.5, but I'm also on the money line for this. This is another spot where I think we got an outright winner. They're sneaky good.
I'm down to ride on that for sure.
Yeah, they can calculate the distance to the pylon and kicks. Like they're doing math. They're playing the game in a whole different way people aren't used to. So Stanford, get us the sweep. Get us the sweep, nerds. Or maybe like the punishment is I'll have to take the SAT or something.
Oh no, the first 3 letters.
Dude, no, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.
Yeah, my buddy got caught cheating on the SAT.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Embarrassing.
What happened?
Retake it?
I have no idea what happened. I just remember he had to call his mom.
How do you-
no penalty. There's
How do you
nothing worse.
cheat?
There's nothing worse than soming that requires you to call your parents.
How
Yeah,
do
I
you
was
cheat
gonna
on
say
that
that's a
test,
punishment
though?
in itself.
I think he had a cell phone out.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
He's
what-
Googling
Yeah,
answers.
he was going hard. There was no rhyme or reason.
I was gonna say because you can't have like a cheat sheet prepared for that.
No.
It's
I mean, I'm sorry. What a dumbass.
What's the cheat sheet? Gonna tell you to sign your name in cursive?
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay.
With that said, so we're not taking the SAT. I'm putting that on record right now. But
No.
next week, Slick is doubling up on a punishment. We all have one, which we'll do with them, and then we might have a new round. We'll see. Hopefully, we sweep the predictions with conviction. Let's get into our Friday fundraising. We're actually doubling up on this one from last week. Totally Buffalo Cares toy drive. Last year, they reached over 2,000 children with these toys. You could be making the difference for a little one's holiday, and that could really make the difference of everything in their world. No child feels forgotten during the holidays is their goal. Runs from now until December 5th. Get involved with more info there, Don, at Totally Buffalo and Totally Buffalo Cares.
Yeah, love it. Even if you don't know what toy to pick, they have a wish list on Amazon. And if you're just like, I just want to give some cold hard cash, visit their website. You can do that there too.
Donations can be dropped off at any Totally Buffalo store location, Lewiston, Orchard Park, and Amherst.
Love it.
I love toys.
Love it.
What was your favorite toy you ever got for Christmas?
My favorite, probably I got Medal of Honor Pacific Theater for PC.
Oh,
I couldn't stop playing it
clapping it.
all day. So that was huge. I got GameCube, or no, probably the favorite because it was the first video game ever was Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
The OG first color version with Donkey Kong Country 3. So that was awesome.
I remember I wanted gold custom Nike sneakers one year, and I got those. Those were sick, but I never wore them. I think I sent them back. But yeah, GameCube was huge for me. I was a GameCube. The little discs.
Yeah.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, with the James Bond playing the 007 Nightfire.
Oh, yeah. Nightfire was
man.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was great.
I got a pretty badass toy dinosaur one time.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. Well, wait, it's Friday, and you know what that means, folks. It is time for Friday flashbacks. So I know we got a little scrambled with these. Let's say sports first and then sports entertainment second. If we go back to 2017, we had a bunch of stuff going on. Sabres beat the Capitals with 2 goals from Evander Kane, Don.
Yeah. Speaking of gambling controversies.
Oh, I mean, looking back on it now, Evander Kane was clearly gambling. Like, even if he got let go of that,
Yep, for sure. They just didn't have anything. It's all about the evidence.
Seriously.
All about the smoke and
it's
gun.
all about what you can prove. And then we have, in 2021, in my opinion, the worst loss of the McDermott era.
Yeah, I remember this one clearly. I mean, there's been a couple, but this one is sticks out in my mind. Where
I just remember thinking the whole game they're about to go for down the field and get a touchdown, and it's gonna be game over, from there or whatever, and it just never came. 9-6.
Yeah, and you remember who was coaching the Jaguars?
Oh yeah, Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer couldn't buy a win at that point, and somehow he found a way to beat us.
Yeah, that was the same year he was caught with that picture in Columbus.
Yeah.
His hand down a girl's pants.
That was something.
That team had Dable, Diggs, Sanders, Gabe Davis.
Yep.
You can talk all you want about weapons. If it's not coached and if it's not schemed right that day, it don't mean shit.
Yeah, and that's when our defense was great, but offense laid a giant egg that day.
Yeah, most certainly did.
Terrible.
By the way, that was just November 21 was tough times for the Buffalo Bills for sure. But as we go on our Flashback Friday, last year Sabres beat Rangers 6-1. That feels like a different reality. 6-1 at home,
yes.
Big win. Goalie allowing 1. How's that possible?
6 goals in this economy?
Seriously,
Wild. Yeah.
Darlene
and Tage. Jeez,
I know.
I'd like to see that.
Six different goal scorers in this game.
Yeah, that was depth right there.
When are we is it a month from now we're still concerned if Tage and Darlene are still?
Yeah, you got to give them another 2 weeks at least.
2 weeks? Okay.
2 week notice. Are we putting in our 2 weeks notice?
Let's do it. 2 week notice
2 week notice for Darlene and Tage. We got to pull this up.
Yeah.
We got to pull out of this for sure. And that's what we got to do. Slick. Sports entertainment. What do we have going on this Flashback Friday?
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. I saw this 1999 year I was born. ECW November to Remember was not here where I am, but right there where you guys are in Buffalo. And RVD retaining his TV title against Taz. This is the last pay-per-view appearance before Taz goes on to the WWE. I'll never forget you showing me how he came in, Maniac. I think you.
I can still remember watching the 2000 Royal Rumble, and I had no idea. His logo was pulsing at Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
So all the marks knew, but I had no clue.
It was a big pop.
Oh, dude, bro, Taz, an ECW guy in New York City at that time. Are you kidding me? At the peak of wrestling. And then, Kurt Angle, undefeated, Taz Mission, chokes him out. It was amazing. The place was going nuts. But yes, and again, still love what we're getting from Taz. 2017, AJ Styles beats Jinder Mahal for WWE title. Do you remember how this kind of went down?
I do not. I saw this is on SmackDown, a recording in Manchester, England or something.
Yes. And then this was actually 1 week before Survivor Series.
Okay.
It was either Survivor Series or Night of Champions.
And the Survivor Series at this point still doing the blue versus red brand stuff.
And that's exactly the next point I was going to get to. So going into this match, it was Jinder Mahal slated to take on Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
and then they kind of made this hot, I don't want to say they got rid of it quick on Jinder, but they got the title on AJ, and they were able to have AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar, which was definitely, Brock Lesnar still won, but it was a much more entertaining match for sure. I want to say AJ tried to do a springboard 450 and Lesnar caught him on his shoulders, like attitude adjustment style. Yeah, it was absolutely nuts. 2020 AEW Full Gear. So this was the ramp up, 2020 end of the year to go into 21. That was really when they started to peak, right?
Yeah, this is prime AEW era. Obviously, still pandemic-ish time. I think this was at Daly's place. But not a lot changing in the world title picture as far as who was retaining there. John Moxley over Eddie Kingston. I Quit match. Not a lot changing. I mean, obviously you had the result Darby Allin and John Moxley recently in an I Quit match. And that night, Darby Allin beat Cody Rhodes for the TNT title. Crazy how times can change. That's only 5 years ago. Cody was losing the secondary title.
Say what you want. Like, Cody was putting over everybody in
Everyone.
AEW.
Yeah,
Every single person was getting over via Cody in AEW. So maybe that's what proved WWE that he was ready to be the guy. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing the guy can prove, for sure.
Cody made Sammy Guevara look like a superstar.
Indeed. So that is our Flashback Friday for today. I feel like I'm flashing back with this Trainwreck tracker, though. I feel like the same names have been on it for about like 6 weeks, and deservedly so.
Yeah. Might have to add UPL there soon.
Listen, I'm making an executive decision. We're going to add two 3-letter items to the Trainwreck tracker, and they both begin with U. We're adding UPL, and we're adding UFC. You can't be in a gambling scandal and not be in the blender of the Trainwreck tracker. I'm sorry.
I still think each time it's so hard because
could he get the kill shot this weekend?
McDaniel?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The only thing that gets me is like when someone says this guy has a job through this timetable, that person does not have a job through any time. Like when you have to clarify that person still has a job, it's like you're teetering on the edge.
Like, yeah, each time I forget about the Dolphins and I'm like, maybe it will be off the tracker. He has another press conference he did the other day. Like, and here's what maybe I should save this for. Should I save this for a conspiracy corner?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Yeah, add UFC. LeBron, I think he might be off.
The Lakers have pulled LeBron out of it. The Lakers have bailed LeBron out. The Luka Lakers.
Now they got
the Los Angeles Lucas.
DeAndre Ayton balling out for them too.
Yeah, who saw that? Yeah, the Lakers being led by Luka and Reeves. Who saw this coming? But
yeah. Okay, so LeBron's off.
Can the white boys get a little motion?
So shut up. I mean, when someone not 6'8" or more as a white guy drops 50 in the NBA, I mean, you got to take notice.
Yeah,
for sure.
But this is you who also says like
isn't European.
The 50 burger's nothing anymore.
Well, first off, the fact that Austin Reeves can get a 50 burger proves that a 50 burger is
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Second off, though, on that point, two things can be true, Slickaroonie. How many, like I said, how many white guys under 6'7" are dropping 50-point games in the NBA?
I mean, at the rate it's going, Josh Giddey might get it tonight.
He's giddy about that opportunity for sure.
Oh my God.
All righty. All right, so that's our Trainwreck tracker updated. UPL, UFC, McDaniel, and NBA leadership. All right, it's no time to hold off anymore. It's time for the debut. We have 2 new segments debuting. First, Don, I think it's time to don the tinfoil hats.
Yes, sir. We are heading into not just any corner, but the conspiracy corner, guys. We got our tinfoil hats on. We got a couple of conspiracies to discuss. Let's start off with McDaniel in Miami. I think he's trying to get fired. I think he saw James Franklin and he said, if I can collect this money at home, why am I here stuck in this terrible team with the locker room lost, removing the Papa Shot. I don't even know if that was real. Like that.
Removing Papa Shot, that was like a second play in his head.
Yeah. Well, it's just wild. It took them till now. Yeah. Like, I think he's trying to get fired. I think he wants
2 and 6 wasn't bad enough. 2 and 7, that's.
I think he's saying how can I make myself a laughing stock, get out of this job, move on elsewhere. So yeah, I think he's trying to get fired. And
I'm buying that theory. I'm buying that Mike McDaniel's apathetic right now and couldn't care less. Speaking of theories, our friend Jeremy White over at WGR had a theory on the trade deadline for the NFL. Obviously, Brandon Beane doesn't make a trade. A lot of people wondering why. He had a theory that the Bills were going for Brian Thomas Jr. and that ultimately the Jaguars wanted too much, being in partial contention themselves. Even though BTJ is not working out, there were a lot of tangible things that Beane noted, like young GMs. Jacksonville has a young GM. And another point by Jeremy was that it's like it was someone that he cared enough about to be like kind of like spited over it. You know what I mean? Like a Brian, like a player that could have had an impact. Are you buying or selling that tinfoil theory?
I mean, it's a leap to get that specific, but yeah, I don't know. I'm selling that. I think it's just overall frustration. I don't know if Bean is the type of guy that he would get that specific in a press conference, that, you know, he would leave this trail of breadcrumbs, as Jeremy called it. So I'm selling that.
You selling or buying?
I'm selling. Or maybe I'll buy it. I don't know. It depends what $20 can get you, as Brandon Bean would say.
That's very fair.
My conspiracy is AFC organizations were upcharging Brandon Bean when he would call and reach out about receivers. No one wants to deal right now to the Bills and or Patriots. That's why neither made a move. We were getting upcharged.
Don, this next one, we got people tinfoiling about UPL.
Yeah, and I have quite a theory about this.
Oh, no.
I think UPL had such a great time at the Bills tailgate the other day.
He's still hungover.
Not that. I think he wants to be Mr. Healthy Scratch, Mr. Third Goalie, give up the job so he can go to more games.
Enjoy Bills games with us there.
I think he had so much fun with Maniac that last night he said, "You know what? I'm gonna give up a couple easy ones. You know, I got the contract right now. Maybe I can just find my way to be third, go to a couple games, and then do what he's done before, turn it up in December, January."
Dude, you saw tailgates. Maniac had him
because everything you said makes sense. Like, what do you got?
I was just saying, you had him smiling ear to ear on tailgate talk. Like, of course he wants to keep going to the Bills games.
I like that. Last but not least, a little bit of a Slick conspiracy. Why did Slick, on virtually no notice, run down to Florida and not tell his loved one and friends?
Yeah, I mean, this has got, really me tightening the cap of what's going on. Because let's look at the timetable. Night before, group text.
Yeah.
Me and Don, we're holding down Rec Room, right? Yes, we are.
I saw it. I saw it.
We got the deal worked out, the tab worked out. It was like, okay, we're all doing it. I come into the studio, and he's flying out hours from now. What happened?
Pun intended. I mean, this was a guy who was supposed to be babysitting my dog. Like you said, he comes into the studio that day kind of with his tail between his legs with this news.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
So I'm trying to figure out, there has to be a reason, right? Because it wasn't just like, oh, we're going to ditch everyone, we're going to ditch these plans. A guy who's a little debaucherous, a man who can get involved in some situations, traveling down to Florida on short notice.
Yeah.
Tony Soprano dodging the feds, anybody?
Yeah.
And now Slick's doing the same thing. So maybe Slick's dodging a case. Let's face it, gambling conspiracies are popping up everywhere. Slick could be dodging a federal case right now.
Yeah, I mean, he mentioned Dana White, FBI, powerful people that they might be after him, and on top of that, it might even be fans after him for skipping these punishments, which he also is doing. We don't know if we have some diehard fans, some real lunatics out there.
Yeah,
might have been visiting him, and only he can speak on that. But some people saying, "Hey, you haven't pulled up your end of the bargain, buddy."
Yeah, listen, you gotta hold up your end of the bargain. So we'll see. I'll get down there with him. I guess he's going to the Salvatore party on Saturday, so we'll see if he holds up his content end of the bargain. We'll see. He's down there doing work. We're gonna solve more. This has been the debut of the Conspiracy Corner. And speaking of fans down in Miami, Don, if we don't get the result we want, knock on wood, there could be a lot of crashing out going on this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Hit up our crash out line at, I'm going to give it star 6771622662663. We had a great call from Mendez from Albany, I believe. So get, crash out about the Sabres, about UPL, about what's happening there. And hopefully we're not crashing out about the Bills. But we have two guests that might be crashing out about some of these Grammy nominations. We'll see.
I was going to say, when you do your job on a team, you earn your spot and you get promoted. They have done their job the last couple of weeks. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the set and the chairs.
Wow, that looks great.
2 shows in a row.
Nick
2 shows.
And Liz. So I know we've got a lot to get caught up on this last piece of the Trainwreck today, Pi. what's going on in the pop culture picture right now?
Oh my God, so much. So earlier today, they've started releasing, I don't believe they finished them, Grammy nominations.
Grammy noms down. They're in.
Oh yeah, we're looking right over them. There's a lot to talk
I know
about.
Slick's very excited about his Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina,
Right.
record of the year.
I'm happy for
big
her.
one.
Album, record, song. She just hit them all up. She's all over the place.
Well, Slick, Billy also is up for
Yes.
like best song.
Yeah, Wildflowers is
yeah.
nominated. That's
She'll
pretty
win.
cool. One of my points of contention, best new artist, Addison Rae. I don't know how we feel about that, but I've never been on the
No,
Rae train.
I hate that actually so much.
Am I crazy or is Addison Rae not really all that new?
She's not new at all. I don't really understand where that's
It's been
coming
for a
from.
while now.
Or is this like how Nicki Minaj was new the year she became Nicki Minaj, like versus the priors?
Yeah, it's the same. Addison Rae's kind of trying to
Synonymous.
make a name for herself a while, like 2020 pandemic era. She was big on TikTok and kind of started breaking into the acting world. And it's crazy because she was never really a phenomenal actor. And you have, like, I think it was Ethan Hawke who a couple of years ago said, he's going to cast all these movies. And the directors were like, we should cast this person. And like, oh, does they have any talent? Like, no, but they've got like 1 million followers on Instagram. Crazy just the way it's degrading. We reward mediocrity in the entertainment sphere. Kind of crazy. Speaking of things that are not
Does
mediocre,
Kendrick have a spot at Album of the Year?
record of the year?
I think he is.
Yeah.
GNX. Yep. There it
He's
is.
out for album of the year.
Okay, so who's the
We-
favorite here?
Wait, so we wanna
Bad
say
Bunny
here?
with Album of the Year?
I don't know, dude. That Lady
No,
Gaga
no.
album.
I feel like I'd probably go for Sabrina.
Yeah.
So
I
so
really-
Swift's album didn't qualify, clearly, right?
No,
it did not
too
qualify.
late.
Like it's going to be on next year's ballot. I'm just
I mean,
okay.
I love
Listen,
Sabrina,
To
but
be
I
honest,
think-
I like that. Listen, I think we're getting in a dangerous spot with the Swifts and especially the Eilishes of it all with some of these Grammys. We got to diversify
Yeah.
our trophies, our flowers. And obviously we saw last year with Miley finally breaking onto the scene, getting her Grammy. Did Chapel get one last year?
I don't know. I remember Chapel.
I feel like she didn't. I feel like I would have remembered it.
Is it crazy
But
to
we
think
need Chapel and we need Sabrina to get
Yes.
Grammys.
The-
stat.
I say this as someone who is a fan of Taylor Swift. I do not personally care if Taylor Swift wins another Grammy.
I'm good.
Thank
I'm
you.
good.
It was really fun when she wasn't on top of the world, like 2019 Lover
Yes.
era, to root for her. At this point, like, she's a shoo-in. And it's
The
kind of boring to
stadium
watch.
run where you were just seeing them sold out every night, like
Yeah.
for that whole tour or whatever, that was like greater than any Grammy could ever be. Like, let's face it, financial security is greater than any trophy could ever get you. And that's what she got for
Absolutely.
generations,
Yeah,
literally
financial
with that
security.
stadium series.
Got a husband out of it.
I just like, I cannot agree with you guys more. I think we're different destinations, different routes, same destination. No more Swift awards. Listen, I mean, a certain person had the idea from the beginning that maybe Taylor Swift shouldn't be getting an award. You never know. With that said, pop culture, what else we got going on?
Oh my God! So Stranger Things 5 is coming out. That's a show that's
This
been
is
going
massive.
on for years.
Full hand up, haven't seen a minute.
You've not seen a
No.
minute.
Should I just start watching it?
Wait.
Absolutely.
Oh.
What's going on with
I-
the
I-
You're
I
so
Zach
big
would
into-
like it. I don't
I
know.
think
For
Zach
me,
would
it was
like-
it was a little
I just
slow.
started keeping up
I
with the
didn't make it through the
Kardashians
first
a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
you're very
How's
good
that?
on
I'm in season 5. Lamar Odom is learning to swim. Kim is dating her bodyguard, who's like I cannot describe the absence of charisma from this season 5 bodyguard. I don't I forget his name's like Cheech or something. And I don't say it with respect to your pup.
Whoa.
No. This is
Shots
a grown man. This is a
fired.
grown man's bodyguard. And then of course they smooch and it's all going on. But season 5 of Stranger
So
Things,
season 5
bigger
is coming out.
expectations.
Listen, I think the first 2 seasons of the show remain the best. I think it was best when it had that small town feel. Season 3, they started incorporating like, oh, the Russians are here. There's government conspiracy.
There's Russians in 3.
Yes.
Season 3 wasn't great.
There were aspects of season 3 I really liked. I think Steve Harrington really shined in season 3. I liked the introduction of Robin as well. Those are 2 characters that I really liked, that kind of duo. But season 4 amps it up. But I think it's ridiculous because season 1 came out in 2016. So it has taken them 10 years to make 5
Fine.
seasons of television.
Oh,
That's absurd. 8
Yeah,
episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I see this comment all the time. What was happening in reality when these cable networks and everything were just churning out 22 episode seasons every
Absolutely.
single year? And they were pretty good quality. There wasn't necessarily a massive drop off.
Yeah, you got a couple of them now. You got Abbott Elementary running
Yeah.
now. But with Stranger Things, I obviously the writer's strike postponed some of season 4.
Yeah.
And you've got the Duffer Brothers, the writers, directors, going well, yeah, every episode in season 5 is an hour and a half long and it's movie quality. At this point, why aren't we just making movies. You know,
This started with Game of Thrones. Remember when they
Absolutely
started
did.
doing like we're gonna take a break, oh, we're gonna do less episodes. Then everyone was like, oh, well, if Game of Thrones can do it, like we can do it because like anybody can,
Right.
like yada yada. A lot of bullshit as far as I'm concerned, and the consumer unfortunately is suffering. We're at a point where executives are literally saying, and this could be true. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like, no one needs a new show right now.
No,
There's enough out there. Like we need one good show. That's
Right.
all we need. Like we don't need a new. Like we're just getting hit with everything. People, they got to figure it out.
Yeah, the best example was House of Dragon. The
House
last
of
thing,
Dragon. I'm
it
gonna
ended
stand firm.
crazy though.
I will not lie.
Nothing
Dragon
happened the
season
whole
one-
season, and then they're like 2 more years. We'll see ya.
Yeah, that was the boneheadedness can't even be described. Season 1 was great.
Great.
Season 2 was a
Great.
flop. But we'll see if they can bounce back. Speaking of bouncing back,
Bouncing back, I agree, but also this is probably a very unpopular opinion. As an actor, from an actor's perspective,
Yeah.
if there's no new shows and you read like everyone's just watching the same shows, how am I supposed to?
yes, no, that
You know?
that I get. Like, but I just think the Hollywood of it all right now is like getting Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
Right.
Right.
They were too busy
yeah.
asking if they could.
They didn't stop.
They
to
didn't
ask
stop
if
to
they should.
say if they should. Like when you see some of the projects that come out and everything like that, I think we're all in agreement there. But hey, keep us on the roundup here. We got a couple minutes left in our pop
Stranger
culture
Things.
breakdown.
That premiere was just a big deal. 'cause-
So it was because we were talking the other day. There was the David Harbour,
Right.
Millie Bobby Brown
I said it was
Daily Mail show. You
Yeah.
guys called it
They call it.
BS, and it seems like it was BS. Either it was BS or it was small enough that they both are like, we're getting a bag and we need to promote this. And we
Right.
need to have a good
So,
time.
Yes.
David Harbour has been under fire recently. 'Cause, he's
That's a lot of smoke. That's
a lot of
that's the only
smoke.
thing.
He was cheating on his wife. They got married 2020.
Lily Allen,
Lily Allen.
sister of.
He's married to Lily Allen.
Should we put in allegedly here?
What?
There's
Allegedly.
allegedly. There's allegedly.
Allegedly.
Lily
yes.
Allen, sister of Alfie Allen, who played Theon Greyjoy on Game of Thrones.
Oh, I did not even
I-
know that.
This is news
Is
to
it-
me.
is
Matt.
it-
You're learning. We're all
Which,
learning.
which character is that in Game of Thrones?
Which what?
Which character is that in Game
Theon
of Thrones?
Greyjoy. He gets it chopped off. He becomes Reek.
Gotcha.
Anyway, yeah, it was a whole thing. David Harbour is allegedly cheating on his wife. Maybe she had some problems with infidelity as well. She's writing like books and songs about it and stuff. He's kind of getting dragged through the wire, which is James. He's been on like this upward trajectory. He was in Stranger Things. He lost all this weight.
He's been on a run, and not to mention, he's a pretty crucial part of like the next Marvel-ish
Yeah,
of it all,
yeah.
which makes him
Thunderbolts.
important to the industry.
Right, absolutely.
So I think they squashed that rumor quickly. If it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they just needed,
then Daily Mail came out a couple of days ago. It was
Yeah.
like Millie Bobby Brown on set of Stranger Things 5 is filing not like
So-
sexual in nature.
Has
but, like,
Daily
bullying
Mail
and
said
harassment.
anything since?
I don't
No.
believe so.
Okay, so that says it all. Correct.
Yes.
If you had something lock hard, you would be like, because everyone's buzzing about it. Everyone
Yes.
was buzzing about Stranger Things yesterday. If you put out a headline with them in it, it would have done clicks. The fact that they
Absolutely.
did, silence speaks volumes
And they're
on
up
that
at the
one.
premiere.
As it often does in pop culture.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
They got their arms around each other at the premiere. It was looking like a sweet thing.
I agree. It's just so hard
could
for
be
me.
like a PR
it's so
thing. It
hard
could
for
be
me
like
to
a PR
assess
thing.
these red carpet interactions when
Right.
you have 1,000 people yelling, like all this stuff. Like I would be like, get me the hell out of here. Like like they
For
did a
sure.
very casual hug. Like and it looked like from all intents and
Yeah.
purposes, they have a good
I've
relationship.
seen videos. They're walking with their arms around each other. They have a very sweet father-daughter thing on the show, so no surprise there. Could all be PR though. Speaking of PR, I want to talk about Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
And what's his nuts? Scooter Braun.
Scooter, that was the dumbest picture I've ever seen in my entire
So
life.
in terms of staged celebrity photos, these two are just sitting on a rock in New York City in Central
Yeah.
Park.
See if we
Stuffing
can
each
pull
other's
this up.
faces. I mean, it's
Yeah,
really
we
good way
we
to put
we,
that
we
down.
talked about this a couple days ago, right? Like it was like
It's ridiculous.
it's in the Mount
Yep, there
Rushmore
we go.
immediately of like staged photos, everything going on. Like people were just joking about it.
In her defense, every guy ever has had to do the like hold for a kiss.
The only
photo.
one who looks like a loser in this is Sydney Sweeney. Can I just
Yeah,
say
I
that? Though
agree.
Scooter
I
Braun
agree.
looks fucking baller that he can convince Sydney Sweeney, hey, we have to go do a choreographed
Thirsty
thing
as
in
hell.
Central Park.
I don't really remember a couple of years ago, probably like 2022. Sydney Sweeney was like, I can't afford to take a 6-month break from acting. They don't pay us residuals or anything.
Yeah.
So this is a woman who's desperate. She's thirsty. She needs the attention. I don't know. I've never thought she was a particularly good actress in anything I've seen her in.
I'm calling out the White Sox right here.
Yeah,
What's
no,
going
no,
on?
it's not.
What's going on with the White
not
Sox
right.
brown shoes? You can't do that. You can't do that. That's a fashion faux pas.
Scooter Braun, of course, Swifties are going to come for him. He's got that beef with Taylor.
I don't care if I was in the middle of proposing to my girlfriend. If my sock is that exposed, I'm fixing that before anything else goes on.
Honestly, it would have been on you for wearing the white sock with that brown
Yeah,
shoe
you
in
should
the
have never
first
left the
place.
house like that.
Yeah,
So just an embarrassing boyfriend situation.
Like, dude, how big is the ridge at the top of that sock? Like, it looks ridiculous. Oh my God. All right. Well, hey, huge shout out to our pop culture correspondents popping on. I know we do have a couple. Let's go down the tail end here.
All right. So just an embarrassing boyfriend situation overall. Speaking of
an EBS, as they say.
Yeah, exactly. Vogue is reporting that it is now embarrassing to have a boyfriend. Here to comment on it is someone who has not had a boyfriend in several years, Liz Menente.
Correct. Thank you, Nikki.
Allegedly.
Why you gotta roll under the bus?
No, yeah,
like
Vogue.
that?
I was just trying to start the trend early, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's caught up.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, well,
here
let's
we are.
face it, Sneaky Links came in hard.
Right, it's situation.
Back in my day, you were hooking up. And I know that sounds now like it's like literally like, oh, we used to ride the jalopy into town. No, like, you know.
Not the jalopy.
But like, I mean, you were used to, you're like, oh, you two hook up? Yeah. Now you're seeing out for Sneaky Links.
got
Like,
a situation.
is there a differentiation in the Sneaky Links if people are blatant about it?
You got like a situation.
What's the difference between Sneaky Link and talking?
A sneaky link is someone. I'm sorry, Liz. You're probably.
Well, Sneaky Link is just like it's more on the DL, the down low.
Okay.
If you're talking to
Yeah, I
somebody,
know that.
it's
I know
like-
what that means.
Oh, I was thinking.
If you're talking to somebody, it's like, yeah, it could be a thing. I don't really know. It's like
I have a question. We have to look at this. Out of the pie of the Sneaky Links, what's the most common reason that it's at a Sneaky Link phase? Because like one party is ashamed of the other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Or is it? Or I wasn't sure if it was like a cheating infidelity situation.
It
No,
could be. It absolutely
maybe.
could be.
You think they're both combined make up over 60%?
I'd say so.
Or I mean, if you're getting with multiple people at once and you don't want, someone wants to be the priority, but you're like, I want a relationship, but so you don't want them to know, you don't want it out there that you're getting with this person because you're getting with that person. I wouldn't know about any. I've never done that in my life.
Let's get someone with expertise on this. Bringing in our Sneaky Link specialist, Slick Al. What do we got?
Yeah, Slick. Let us know.
Full screen them.
Here we go. So,
Whoa!
Oh no!
No, I have no comment. I don't.
No
this,
comment?
all this
Wait,
talk,
is this another silence speaks volumes situation?
Yeah, it
think
is
so.
Slick.
Okay, David Harbor.
I don't
He's
know. all
afraid
this talk-
they're watching right now.
all
They
the-
might
all
be
this
watching.
talking in terms. I don't know. I don't use them. I just.
So, Slick, what are your thoughts? I want to know on like a situationship. Is that like a legitimate thing that you're like, yeah, I could be in a situationship? Because I refuse to give that.
No.
Credence.
I just go about my day as I would. I don't use any of these terms. I like.
When you say situationship, to me that just says commitment issues.
Yeah, yeah, one of you wants to be in a relationship, but one of you doesn't, and that person's stalling by calling it a situationship.
Sure.
It's like a
I know
promise
nothing
ring.
about that.
It's
like
the
a
promise
promise
ring
ring.
of relationships.
Mhm.
I know nothing
One
about that.
last
I
one
don't
before we go.
stall in those situations. I'm just full throttle, full steam ahead.
And that's why he's the GOAT.
That's why he's
I respect it. I respect it. One last point before we go. Great note to end on. Wicked for Good is
Yes,
coming
it's
out. The
coming
new
out.
Wicked movie.
Massive. Is it going to be defying gravity at the
I
box
think it will
office?
defy gravity. You know
yeah.
who's not defying gravity? Ariana Grande.
Hair's back to
Oh.
brown, I saw.
Hair's back to
It
brown,
is.
but that's not my point
Okay.
here. Ariana Grande currently could not make the premiere because she's stuck in Brazil due to plane complications. So
I
Slick,
saw this.
Yeah.
I
she's
hope this
upset.
does not happen to you. I hope you don't have an Ariana Grande situation. Please.
I
please
also
come back.
saw like the apology note, which was like
Weird.
6 separate paragraphs. And like, it's one of those things like, well, if you're explaining like a 4th paragraph of this, like
It
odds
looks
are
a little
it's not as
fishy.
clear cut as
Yeah.
like,
Right.
oh, we just couldn't get out. Like, right. Like you're bad. Like, and you know, it's tough to be a celebrity on that level because like clearly
Yeah.
when you see her interactions, she feels like she's talking to 50 million people
For
when she
sure.
puts that out. Like you like with others, they kind of shut down and like you're like, oh, they're more realistic. She definitely feels that, and it's just interesting to see like that she felt the need to put that out. So
Absolutely.
We'll
Gotta
see.
over-apologize. Looking forward to Wicked. Looking
low-key,
forward to
she's
seeing.
just disassociated with everybody who worked with this movie. She broke up with the guy.
No,
Yeah,
it's so
he's
true.
Cynthia
Slick.
Erivo
Yep.
like is probably like getting sent to like
My-
voicemail right
Cynthia
now.
Erivo is so crazy because those two are
Jeff
like
Goldblum's the only one getting a call back
Right.
in this situation.
Jonathan Bailey though. I don't know what they're doing, but People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive.
Jonathan
2026.
Bailey? How do I
Jonathan
not
Bailey.
even know this guy? Am I too old?
So he was
I
Fiero
don't
in
know.
Wicked. He was just in the new Jurassic.
He was in
Oh, okay,
Bridgerton.
yes. Gotcha,
Bridgerton
gotcha.
was a big one.
See,
which is where he
it's
got
tough for me to tell if he was a good-looking guy based on the Wicked role because it's like such an extravagant like costume, if I remember right.
Yeah.
The,
No,
the
he's
entire crux of the Wicked role is that he's good looking. You remember
Yeah.
he did that dance number and everybody was like immediately thirsty for Fiero.
Yes.
Understandable.
Yes.
Respectfully.
Okay.
Great pick from People Magazine.
This is gonna make me sound like a dumbass. I was shocked that the Defying Gravity song was like the halfway point of the actual play.
Oh.
Really?
Like I thought for sure it was possible that like that was like near the end, and then the next time they reconvene is when she comes back to get kicked.
You're saying Defying Gravity is like the end of a movie.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, it was.
Well, she overcame. She decided she wasn't gonna fuck with that wizard, and she went off with her own thing.
In fairness, it was the end of part 1. I don't know if you're familiar at all with the show.
See, I'm not. So
You gotta
I was
see
so
the
what-
musical.
so
I will
realized-
tell you. So
Well,
it feels. You said the next time she comes back would have been when we see her in The Wizard of Oz. Act 2 of Wicked runs concurrently with the story
Yes,
of Wizard
that's
of
what
Oz.
I'm realizing.
Hey,
with the trailers.
Zach, great news because you know what's coming to Shays,
Oh, no.
Wicked
This month?
is up.
and
Zach.
we might. Are we going?
Yeah,
Guys,
getting those
that's
tickets.
not a punishment
I'm
to
getting
me.
those
That's an
tickets.
honor.
Let's go to Wicked.
I'm going
I'm
on
getting
the
those
12th.
tickets.
All I could think was that I would be like, if I was in the lobby at the intermission after hearing Defying Gravity, my nipples would be so hard.
Hard nipples,
Yeah.
whaking the vape.
Like, are you
just
kidding me?
Doing it all. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it. I mean,
love
listen.
that.
All right. Well, with that said, we're gonna stay hard all weekend. Is that a good one?
No.
Make sure you do
Yeah.
too.
Oh my God.
All right, yeah, Hard
The
Rock
Buffalo
Stadium.
Network and Trainwreck Sports, where the action never stops. I heard we got some more stuff in the LOL Buffalo pipeline
Very
as well.
true.
So excited to see that. Huge shout out to our pop culture correspondents making the debut, Liz and Nick. Can we make some noise
Let's
for
make
Liz
some.
and Nick?
Let's get
I
the
wanna make some
applause
noise
going.
for-
Thank you guys.
Go,
Hey, this
let's
is
go.
being-
Oh, yo, that's
Something's
my
coming.
first time hearing that.
Something's
That's pretty
coming. Oh no! Hold my hand, Alex. Hold my hand. Someone
Oh.
tell me to push.
Oh!
Push!
Oh!
Whoa! Trainwreck Sports upgrade. You're gonna see us out with this bad boy. Bing
Wow.
bang.
He's here and he's perfect.
here. He's here. Our
Don,
new baby.
Congratulations on the motherhood, man.
Yeah.
It's
Wonderful.
the greatest
Make sure
joy.
you make sure you
What
cut
should
the
we name
umbilical
him?
cord.
What should we name him?
Reginald.
Okay.
I like it.
We'll consider that.
That's just
Nah,
camera.
nah. Reginald reminds me of that one simp in WWE. So,
No, he poured the wine for
he was
Carmelo for
the
sure.
sommelier simp.
The sommelier.
All
Again,
right.
huge shout out to our pop culture correspondents, to producer Alec, to Don, to Slick chiming in from South Beach, to Kroom, Mr. Game Day himself, and you for tuning in, whether you're in the car, whether you're at home, or making your workday go by. Thank you for inviting us in. Let's have a outstanding weekend, and there's only way to do that, and that's by having
A good day now.